However, we are going to be also covering topics that are geography specific, especially when it comes to financial and legal. There's going to be some geographical variations that happen, especially things like Canada versus the US. Am I kind of the only one that operates out of blinders, or is this something that's like a well kept national
No,
secret?
it's, I wouldn't say it's a well-kept natural secret, although I would say that it's really a rare find because it's a really unique shoe size that fits a particular foot. When we grew up, we really had no idea about any potential defined benefit plan like the cash balance plan. I would say my parents and even my parents' parents long ago, back in, I could be wrong, but the 40s, the 30s perhaps, but even prior to that, all that there was in existence were these defined benefit plans, meaning that if I was an employee at a company, my employer took care of a retirement plan for me. They had a set income that I could count on after I retired. They were responsible for it. They took care of it, not me. It was on, not on my shoulders, it was on my employer's shoulders. So it was my employer's duty to set aside whatever money it required over the stretch of time that I was employed there to give me my promised pension. This was again 100 years ago, maybe even longer. But those plans became very tedious, very expensive, especially for the employers. We lived longer, our health got better. So our employers back in the
Mhm.
40s were scratching their chin thinking, on average, our actuaries say an average lifespan is in the late 60s, early 70s tops. So therefore, the financial obligation that we have as an employer to our employees is manageable. It's not impossible, but it's manageable. But as time went on, our lifespans became longer, health became longer, and now the burden of these defined benefit plans became harder and more severe. So a defined benefit plan back then was the popular thing. It became less and less and less popular for the economic reasons and the business reasons. These were not plans that were required, broad spectrum. These were plans that were offered up as a benefit by choice by the employers. So as time went on, defined benefit plans like today, Cash Balance Plan or an IPP in Canada, perhaps, they started to not disappear, but fade.